Okay, so it's late on Thursday, and I'm just getting myself comfortable, and I look like a mess, and I can't be. I'm not asked. I'm not interested. I don't care. I don't care. Um, I've just been talking about with this, and I am on my webcam, and I'm hoping the audio comes through as well. I'm just guessing the audio comes through. Excuse me, but I've swapped to my webcam, so I'm not using the cam on the laptop. I'm using my dedicated webcam, which is it's just far better. I know the audio is better than the audio on the than on this thing. God, excuse me, I'm very uncomfortable at the minute. I'm wearing fucking sweatpants. I'm wearing sweatpants, but they're like trendy sweatpants, and they fucking ride up the crack of your ass and all that. But like, who am I trying to impress? Anyway, it's don't forget to breathe, and my hair's a fucking absolute mess. I have no idea what to talk about, and yeah, I just don't know. I've no idea what to talk about. I'm in a circling pattern. There's only one thing of note to come out of this week, and that was I was put down to enrol in a course that would have started tomorrow, but yeah, they sent me. I've done all. For the course that starts at the end of this month, I've done all the entrance exams and all that, and passed them all. And there was and they all applied to this one that starts tomorrow. When I was taking the taking the entrance, this I needed to take this other entrance exam, and as soon as I looked at it and I started going through it, and I was like, nah, I'm not passing this. Now the difference is the course that starts at the end of this month is level 2. Now what Sam and the others, I can't remember the name of this organisation. They've tried to get me into the course that starts tomorrow, but that's level 3. And I just messaged. I was halfway through the assignment, and I just messaged Sam and I said, "Oh, this isn't happening." I was like, level 3 is going to be a step too far for me. And I'm not even halfway through this assessment. I'm not even halfway through it. But I tell you now, I'm going to fail it. I said I'll finish it, but it's not going to be good. Anyway, within a couple of hours of me submitting it, I got an email back saying, "Sorry, you're not." I was like, I knew it was going to happen anyway. So yeah, there's that. But apart from that, I mean, all I was thinking about, and it's just I've mentioned this before. 69. And I've just been seeing this number for years now. I'm going to say years, I mean absolute years. I remember having a conversation about it when I was still in speech. So that's how long ago. That's how many years I've been seeing this number. When I see this number, it just appears in life all the time, and no matter what. It's just the weirdest things. It'd be like, I know I've said this before, but it'll just like, ew, I'm tired. Yeah, it'll just spring up out of nowhere. The number will be 69. If a number comes out of the blue, it's more often than not the number is 69. At first I'm like, I don't know what, because it's the greatest of all numbers, right there. But I was speaking to people who know about this sort of thing. I like, it's strange because I didn't connect. I didn't make the connection at all. actually. Let me turn it around. Well, because you're backwards, so you don't see it. But that's fucking 69. It's backwards. I switched this the other day, didn't I? I don't know how to do that. Let me see if I can do that. Well, I can't do it while I've got it running away. But yeah, it's the yin yang. It's the yin yang 69. Also, I might have to see. Let me just. Whoops. Go there. See those two little lines there? That's in many cultures. That's renewal, restarting. And basically, what they were saying to me was that because I felt I got to a point where I'm thinking, fucking, the universe is trying to tell me something here. And apparently, it's rebirth, restart, new beginnings, which is fucking hell. New beginnings. That's, yeah, tell me about it. It's fucking stressful. Everything about my life at the minute, everything seems to be a whole lot harder, unnecessarily hard at the minute, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. I've tried again today I've got forms to print off and fill in and then send out to what I was referring to last week. And again, I'm still not going to talk much about it until it gets to an end. But I've got forms to print off and then fill in these forms and send them off. And I can't get them printed off. Second, give me a gig. Do you know what? Yeah, it's another problem. So I've got something fucking wrong with this. It's killing me. What was I saying? Yeah, forms. I've got these forms that I need to send off, and it's fucking. I found me printer. My printer's all working and all shit like that. And wherever the fucking thing is at the minute, let me just go. This is the fucking. That looks blurred, but it's not. That's what it actually looks like. Fucking. It's so I did the recalibration. I did the recalibration on it, and scans it and all that. Because it recalibrates itself, it'll print. You do a function on the board, and then it prints recalibration paper, and then you stick it in the scanner. God, I'm so tired. You stick it in the scanner, and it scans itself, and it recalibrates itself. And it did all that, and it still came out looking like that. So I think it's the ribbon. Well, they cleared it off, and like it's, it's why, just all because all I want is these papers. All I want to do is print off these fucking documents, fill them out, send them off, and it's just everything's uphill. Everything is uphill, and I'm fucking running out of steam. Just seems like I say it's like it's like trying to push a fucking brick wall over. It's just God, honestly, I don't know where it's going. I don't know where it's leading to. I'm getting very few. Very few signs that there's fucking light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just gonna say, it feels like I'm in a holding pattern. I'm just circling. That's the top and bottom of it. There's things, like I say, these, if what I think is true, and there's strong evidence that what I think is true. There's things that have happened. I mean, this goes. Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's fucking talk about it. So, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to find out whether there's a cash being held for me in an account. held by the fucking, let me pull it up. There we go. Right, so it would be held by the SRA. Right, that would be held by the SRA. Now this is going back. This started back in like fucking 1985. So one's in a hurry. Give me a second again. So what? The guy's fucking such a pain in the ass. So it's going back to like 1985. Right. So in 1985, I was about 13 or 14 or whatever old I was. I'm just scrolling through. This is all the research that I've been doing. Right. So anyway, here we go. This was the first question that I put into the AI when I started doing the research. I'd like a bit of information. Is there a way of finding out if criminal damages was awarded back in 1985? If so, how do I find out? So we started doing this research and telling the story and all stuff like that. And there's fucking putting in all the information and all shit like that. Right, so anyway, as I'm going through this researching this, because as the story goes, me and me best mate at the time, Emma, were travelling home on the bus from school, and we were sat on the top. We were sat on the top deck, and next thing there's a commotion downstairs, and this fella comes bouncing up the stairs, fucking goes straight at me and starts accusing me of spitting on his head. Like, no, it just didn't happen. And with that, he fucking belts me, and my head smashes up against the corner of the window, fucking claret and all that. Long story short, me and Emma ended up getting rushed to the hospital in the police car. I was going to say in the back of the police car, but Emma was in the back, house in the front. We flew along at fucking high speed with the blue lights going in and all that. The guy just fucked off. He was never. No one knew who he was. He wasn't arrested, no shit like that. But anyway, me ma going through like her divorce at the time. She had a solicitor, the guy who was doing her divorce, and she took me to this solicitor's. Now I had to remember the name of the solicitor and everything when I was doing the research, but that's why I think there's a high possibility that there's an account with my name on it, with money sat in it, and 40 years of fucking compound interest. So we went to this solicitor, and you can't see it now, but somewhere up here on my head, somewhere there's a scar just on the hairline. There's a scar where my head's twatted the window. Or this side of my head, it could be that side of my head actually. Yeah, I think it's that side of my head. Anyway, what am I thinking? Yes, we go to the solicitor anyway and files, do all the photographs and all that, taking of the wounds, because my fucking head came out like photographs were taken of the wounds and what have you, and if I have criminal damages or criminal injury or whatever it is. Now, as I say, I was a kid, I was 13, 14, something like that. I remember asking my mum, not long after, what happened? Did anything come from the solicitors? And she went, no, nothing came of it. Just dismissed it like that. Me being a kid, I just fucking left it. I didn't think about it again until like when I was newly married, and I was telling the story, and she turned around and said to me, she said, "What did you see, like, solicitors letters saying no, sorry?" And I was like, "No, never seen anything like that. You just left it. It was just when I was a kid. I'm going out to play football. Anything happened? No, nothing's come of it. Okay, I'm going out to play footy." and you don't think about these things as a kid. But when my ex-wife said that, and I started thinking about it, and then for like my entire life, I've been thinking to myself, "What? How do I know? How do I know for sure that there was that nothing came of it?" I'm just going on my mum's word, and my mum is a fucking cow. There's no, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say anything else. This is a woman who fucking, she did, and even back then, there was she was worse back then. But she did some fucking really bad things like stealing money off of kids and all that. So like I've always had this in my mind that that maybe there was a payout, and she's fucking said to me, "No, nothing came of it." While pocketing the fucking money herself. That's what's always been in my mind, my entire life. That's what I've been thinking. So when I started researching this, it turns out that no, it's not possible. Or it is possible, but unlikely, very unlikely, because the what did I say they were? The SRA, was it? Yeah, the SRA. The SRA are very strict about these sorts of things. So what actually happens if a minor is awarded compo for like criminal damages and that? It's put in an account for them until they turn 18, right? So money then sits in an account until, I mean, the parent can petition to have it released early, but it needs to be under some fucking extraordinary circumstances that the money is going to the kid, and apparently they're very strict at this. So, like I say, my parents, my ma, my dad's not much better, but my ma's a fucking. I technically left home around at like 16, 17. I technically left home, so I'd gone by the time I turned 18. I was already fucking gone. So if there was a payout, it wouldn't have got to me. I mean, back then I moved around a bit from like 16 to 17 till when I got married, and I was moving around all over the place. I didn't really have a home over those couple of years before I got married, so it would have been pretty difficult to find me. So that is not the smoking gun. The smoking gun came about let me just pull it up. Okie dokie. Let me just, because I've got the letter there that I ended up sending to the SRA. Where is it? Ooh. What was I? I'm just scrolling through this and forgot what I was even looking for. What was you saying? Oh yeah. So here we go. Yeah. So yeah, the smoking gun. Request the thingy. They could bit of here, bit of here, bit of here. Where the hell is it? So if I can find it. Yeah, this is it, right? So about 15 years ago, I said, I'm putting it in the research, like about 15 years ago, a letter turns up at my mother's, and she got on the phone to me when I was in work, and she said, like, you've got to come round, there's a letter. Now, see, this is the sort of person, this tells you the sort of person my mother is. My mother had opened up my letter. It got delivered to her address, and she opened up my letter, and then she got on the phone to me. I was working in the factory at the time, and she said, you'll have to call in after work, and because I think this letter is very important. It says there's a bank account with money in it, and I'm like, what? So the fucking If there was a bank account in my name with money in it, I'd fucking know about it. So like anyway, I went to hers after work and I opened up I'd say opened up the sheet already opened it. I read through the lesson and I went, Mum, it's a scam, somebody's fucking trying to scam. So and I binned it. Put this in the search. Now it says here investigation checklist. So apparently the solicitors that my mother took me to was Woolwich, Lander and Savage in Bootle. Now they went solvent in 2010, which was about 15 years ago. And what happens there is I've just mentioned them again. The SRA. The SRA took over all their accounts. And there's a strong possibility with that letter being sent to my mother saying there's an account with money in and we're trying to like blah blah blah. There's a strong possibility that it was the SRA and the SRA was trying to find me because their accountants would have gone through them all and gone, there's money that should be paid out to this bloke here. So now I'm trying to, like I say, I'm trying to hunt it down. I got in touch with the SRA, and the SRA pointed me to, it was an automated response, and it pointed me to this. I've now got to request them to look through the files and see if the account's there. So yeah, I mean, without knowing if I was awarded or how much I was awarded, but you're talking like you're talking 40 years of compound interest alone. You know, so it's definitely worth looking into. And I mean, if I can't get this, printer to print the documents out, my one option is I'll message Sam at Shefton at work and I'll say to him, if I email over this link, can you print off these forms for me? Because then I'll go down to Bootle and I'll pick them up and I'll fill them in and send them off and see if I've got a little windfall waiting for me. There's also a bitch side to this as well. So like the government might have snaffled it. And when I say the government, I'm talking about this Labour government, because it was only 2 years ago that they started collecting money that hadn't been claimed, and they've got in my mind, they've got no fucking rights to it whatsoever. That cash should sit there for fucking ever until it gets claimed. But apparently the government started claiming them. So if they'll claim mine, I'll be fucking, I don't know what to do. But as I say, first of all, I've got to find out whether it's actually there or not. So that's it. That's me. That's me done. That's my story for the week. Life just seems unnecessarily hard at the minute. I'm already accustomed to the to the life of the poor bear, which is what I'm living at the minute. I really don't give a shit about anything anymore. I don't. But like, yeah, when there's where's the light at the end of the tunnel? That's it. Where's the light at the end of the tunnel? It just doesn't seem to be there at the minute. So anyway, that's me. That's me. I'm out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.